All right, let's talk installation. Before you start, remember that the key to a good tile job is a dry layout. Take the sheets out of the box, inspect them, mix them up, and see how they fit together. Because these stones are natural and mounted on sheets, sometimes they don't fit together perfectly. This is the most common question we get about this material, but don't worry, this doesn't mean you have a bad batch. You may need to do some adjusting on some stones at the edge of the sheet to make them look uniform. Let's dig in a little bit there. If you're looking at your dry layout and you can clearly see the sheet lines, here's a tip that I use to try to eliminate this look. When our brains notice patterns, they can pick up on it pretty quickly, but you can trick your brain by changing a little bit of the details. For this material, I suggest identifying a couple of stones that are not fitting well, or maybe there's a large gap between the sheets. Remove those stones, cut them free from the sheet, separating them, and then reinstalling them using some tape and some wedges to split the joints. This can break your eye line and get rid of that window pane effect. Also, once you grout it, it kind of further hides that separation. For installation, I suggest using a 1/4 by 1/4 inch notch trowel and always your proper troweling techniques. Be careful to make sure the thin set isn't coming through the grout joints. Because they're tight, this can make a really big mess. You want to press in each sheet firmly using a grout float or a beading block to ensure a full bond. Double check your coverage to make sure the mortar is not just on the mesh, but it's going through the mesh to bond to your stone. Remember that all installations should refer to the most current TCNA manual and follow all the directions on all your materials, especially the mixing quantities. If any stones come loose or fall off during the installation, no problem, just stick them back down. Once again, maybe using some wedges, maybe put a little bit of mortar on the back of them and tape them into place. They'll be fine. If you loved that product, I know you're gonna love this one. Click right here, but before you leave, click the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up notification and the bell icon so you don't miss any future content. And don't forget, let's keep learning together and tile the world.